telling all flock members, if you want to become truly elite, for just $1 a month, you too can become an elite bad bird. Check out my Patreon account. Link is in the description.
Hello there, my flock. The Badraven back today. I have just came back from watching The Meg, and I have a spoiler-free review to do for the flock today. I'm going to try to make this video concise and fast and to the point. It's like I said, it's spoiler-free, so I'm not going to give any big plot points away besides what the trailer showed. Let's get into the actual people in the movie. We have Jason Statham as Jonas Taylor, Bing Lee as Sue-Ann, Rainn Wilson as Morris, Cliff Curtis as Mac, Winston Chow as Zhang, Shu Sophie Kai as Mei-Ying, that's the daughter, the young daughter in this movie, and Ruby Rose as Jax, and Paige Kennedy as DJ. You have these scientists that are in this like underwater station. They're in like this underwater station, and they're exploring, you know, the ocean and all of its treasures in there. So this a billionaire comes on the ship, Rainn Wilson, his name is Morris, and they're doing a experiment. Basically, they're trying to find the bottom of what they think the ocean is, and they said they found this one part of the ocean where there's like a layer of a mist of some sort, and everybody automatically thinks that that's the bottom of the ocean, but they think there's something underneath. So they're actually in these deep submersible submarine types, smaller submarine types, where they're going to explore this new realm that they think is below the ocean floor. And they do find out that there is something, as far as there is a deep opening down there where man has never seen in centuries or years or whatever. Jason Statham is in this, like I said, plays Jonas. I don't want to say anything bad about his acting or anything like that. I'm not saying he's not a good actor. He's a very good actor. I've seen him in a lot of different things. This is the first time I've actually seen him in a starring part. I mean, I know the movie freak likes all the Jason Statham movies, anything he does as a leading role, but I haven't watched a lot of them. He's a good actor, good action too. It's just I've not seen him take on a role like this before, but he's the head of this whole movie, so it's a lot different. And my brother-in-law probably said it best, Lloyd. It felt like more like a movie made for The Rock, and maybe they couldn't Rock couldn't do this movie. I don't even know if they've ever offered it to him or not, but it felt like a movie meant for The Rock. I'm not saying he would have done a better job than Jason, but he is more groomed toward this type of role, I think. Even though Jason Statham wasn't, and there was no problem with him in this movie. It just, some things he didn't feel like, some parts of the movie didn't feel like it fit him as far as his acting ability or the way that he interacted with the rest of the crew or the actors. The woman, Bing Lee, she's in this, and I do have kind of a problem with her acting. My family always gets mad at me because I always go on about chemistry between actors, and I understand because I like to have a lot of chemistry between especially the lead and the next one there's going to be a relationship with maybe. I felt like that was very forced between the two. They hit all the points that you hit in a movie. You know, you put them in, you know, trouble. They help each other out as far as getting through it, and then they end up falling in love at the end of it. They had all those points throughout the movie. And I must say, the little girl in this, I can't pronounce her. I'm probably pronouncing her name completely wrong. But I'll just call her Sophie because that's the part of her name. But Sophie Kai, I think. She steals the show. She is the cutest little girl you'd ever see in a movie, and she's got the way, the charisma as far as holding her own in the scenes with Statham or whoever, even the shark. She definitely stole the show for me. I think she was well cast for that part, and I think she did to a T what the director wanted. But like in the opposite of being Lee, she just felt like she was very wooden, very cardboardish, I guess you could say. I wish they would have probably had somebody with Statham that had a lot more chemistry. But sorry, family, that's the way I see it. Rainn Wilson that played Morris, the billionaire, he did all right. He's a very good actor. Did his best with what he had written on the page to be able to show us the billionaire tycoon that's trying to make money off this underwater facility, and all of his one-liners that come along with that type of thing. You have two buddies in this movie that they play off of each other really good. Well, there's three of them actually. I won't go into what happens to all of them, but you know, that's your typical. And I felt like that was genuine buddy humor. Thought it was good. Ruby Rose is Jax. She's all right. She's not that big a standout to me in this movie. She did her part as best as she could do it with what she had written. And as far as all the other ones go, they were all right. They were just basically, but this movie is kind of the theme of this review is everything was just kind of all right. I was looking forward to the Meg. I've been looking forward to it since February or March when I first heard of the concept, because I love Jaws. I loved all the shark movies. Any kind of shark in it, I'm going to be, there. I'm not really seeing any great movies since the Jaws series. Not saying Jaws 4 was a great movie, but I mean, I haven't really seen it, the way that they kind of attack that genre about sharks the way Spielberg does. I mean, Spielberg's Jaws is like, you get the theme, you get the horror, the nerve-wracking, what's in the water, what's going to eat you alive, type thing. Then you get this one, you got Somewhere Among the Sea. I mean, it's just very easygoing, comedic, played 75% comedic, and your 25%, horror of the shark could actually eat you. And I heard that there was a rated R version of this out there, and they toned it back to a PG-13. Maybe we'll see the unrated edition, and it might be a lot better. I'm not saying blood alone would have helped this movie, but when they had the actual camera underwater, and you kind of felt the tension of where's that shark at, Statham does it in one part of the movie, and you kind of get the feeling like, it's almost trying to turn toward the Jaws type of storytelling, and I actually got little tense in those parts. But that's not the whole movie, that's just parts of the movie. The shark looked really well for a CGI shark. There's some parts when it coming out of the water, you can basically tell CGI all the way, but some in the water, it looked really cool the way they did the actual special effects with the CGI. I think they did a good job on that. The shark was not the problem in the movie for me. His acting ability was top notch. He ate people with great desire. No, but I'm just saying that wasn't the problem there either. Though the shark wasn't the problem. I think the basic storyline, and the chemistry amongst the cast, especially the main leads, was very, very lacking for me. And I could still give it a positive thing to go watch, because it's the kind of movie you need to see in the theater because of the a lot of the water scenes and the how big the shark is. Go on a discount night. If I have to, wait for Redbox, but I would recommend it on a discount night. I don't think I'd pay full price, which I didn't. I had a matinee. And thank you, MoviePass, because that's the last movie I got to watch before my subscription ends, and it was actually, I was able to watch it. So kudos to MoviePass for saving me $6. So other than that, I just like to wrap this review up and say, if you saw it, what do you think of it? Like I said, it was just okay in my opinion, but my family loved it. Andrew loved it. All of them said it was just a popcorn movie, and they got what they wanted out of it. Which I said, it had some especially the little girl. I would, definitely recommend it for her alone, because she was very, very good, and the CGI of the shark was really good. And Statham did okay. He could have just been better. Maybe if he had better chemistry with the female, or he would have made a difference. Maybe the story, changing the story up, making it more horrific instead of comedic, would have helped it too. I don't know. So just leave me your comments. Tell me what you think. I would appreciate any comments you give me. And remember, we got the Patreon account out there. If you want the band and support the Badraven, join the flock. I'll send it to you free of charge, and I'll put your name at the end of every video if you become a Elite Bad Bird. Just $1 a month, and I will do all that for you. And I appreciate you coming here and watching our videos. And always remember, the Badraven is your friend, and we're always looking out for great reviews for you, and we're hoping we give them to you what you want. So we're going to let you go, and I'll talk at you later, and goodbye.